Welcome to the From Egypt to Zion show. If you are a newcomer, welcome. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Today's topic is stiff-necked Israel, why some of Israel won't make it into Yahuwah's kingdom. Desiring to appease the flesh. The problem with Israelites is that they enjoy living in unrighteousness more than being obedient to Yahuwah's commandments. Many Israelites enjoy partying, drinking, drugging, and pleasing their flesh more than studying the word of the Most High Yahuwah, more than living righteously, and more than abstaining from evil. Many Israelites, and people in general, succumb to peer pressure, especially those who are young adults. And if one does not have a solid foundation or relationship with the Most High Yahuwah, then it becomes easy for them to be tempted and to go astray. Israel knows how to do evil very well, but does not want to do that which is right. Israel has assimilated to the ways of the heathen for so long that they don't see how this has negatively affected their relationship with the Most High Yahuwah and has costed us our own customs and cultures to our own detriment as a people. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 7 says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof." The Bible tells us from such to turn away, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Trouble heeding sound doctrine. Israel was supposed to be the priest of the Most High Yahuwah to bring the gospel to the rest of the world. However, Israel backslid and did not keep the commandments of the Most High. And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments, and he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 13. The commandments were not given to any other people but Israel. However, Israel was to teach them to the other nations. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any other nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Psalm chapter 147, verse 19 through 20. Lack of unity with their own people. Black people, who are the Israelites, are the only people who fit the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, and as a result proves that their identity is that of the Israelites of the Bible. Additionally, they are the only nation of people who have truly been divided and conquered. The problem is they seem to love the heathens and their ways more than keeping the laws of the Most High, and many of them continue to refuse to keep the commandments of the Most High, even though this is where their blessings reside. However, due to this very problem, we, as a people, cannot unify because many Israelites want to continue to stray and will ultimately be lost, while only a remnant will return to keeping the commandments of the Most High and will obtain salvation. "Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, and 2 of a family, and I will bring you to Zion." Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. establishing their own self-righteousness. There are some Israelite camps that are observing the feast and other laws, keeping the commandments, etc., yet teaching the precepts of men. There are those whose hearts are only in picking parts out of the Bible, the things that pleases their flesh, such as having multiple wives instead of having genuine love for the Most High. This is exactly how the Pharisees and Sadducees were. They taught only the tradition of men, but were unable to see how their hearts were far from the Most High. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Matthew chapter 15, verse 8. Disobedience. There are many Israelites who know the truth but are disobedient. Many Israelites are very aware of Yahuwah's law but continue to be disobedient. The disobedience of Israel is the very reason for their downtrodden state as a people. Many Israelites are disobedient for various reasons. Some that simply want to do what they want to do regardless of the consequences, while others disobey because they see the heathens getting away with things and having no consequences, and therefore they somehow believe there will be no consequences for them. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards, and not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they verily for a few days chasteneth us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6 through 10. Unbelief. There are many Israelites who simply do not believe in the word of Elohim because they have been led for so long by false doctrines of the heathens and have witnessed the fallacies in the Christian church and have come to accept the ways of the world so they no longer wanted to seek the truth on their own because they have been indoctrinated by their oppressors into believing that our Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, does not exist or is a myth. And they believe the heathens who have oppressed them for centuries more than they believe the word of God. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord. There were they in great fear, for God is in the generation of the righteous. Psalms chapter 14, verse 1 through 5. Ignorance. Ignorance, root word, ignore. Many people, including Israel, have turned their backs on knowledge. They simply choose to ignore the truth. They don't want to pick up the Bible or a book if it were to save their own lives. Many people simply do not know what is in the Bible and therefore do not know the promises the Most High Yahuwah have for their lives. Many people have been brought up under generations of worldliness and generations who have chose to forget or reject the Most High Yahuwah by reason of oppression. Some families have decided to not teach their children about our Creator because of unanswered prayers, because they nor their forefathers wanted to follow the laws of the Most High, and therefore there are families who have adopted the custom of not keeping a Bible in the home, and some have Bibles and often use them as a prop or decor, but never actually read them, etc. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. Wicked and rebellious. There are some people who are truly wicked and who don't want to hear the word of Elohim and want nothing to do with him. Just like Elohim has a chosen and elect people, Satan has his counterfeit who are antagonistic to our Messiah Yahushua HaMashiach. The Bible tells us, thou shalt have none other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Numbers chapter 14, verse 7 through 10. And family, we are living in the last days. The Bible tells us that in the last days that it would resemble the days of Noah and Lot. We are living in this time where the Most High is separating the wheats from the tares. Won't you seek Yahushua HaMashiach and Yahuwah before it is too late? Seek him while he may be found. We must work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. More than ever, we see sin at an all-time high. We see that homosexuality, promiscuity, so many things that are contrary to the Most High commandment and laws and precepts. This is why it is high time for us to get our house in order. I pray that we get our house in order. And family, it is time more than ever to seek the Most High, Yahuwah, and his Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, while he may be found. If this has been a blessing to you, leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. To make a donation, send to fromegypttozion@gmail.com, and that is the PayPal email address, or patreon.com/From Egypt to Zion show. We appreciate any and all donations that you can provide during these last days so that we can continue to bring the message and the gospel and the good news and prophecy. And with that said, shalom.